well, it's the old cliche. If it's music you really, truly want, then go after it 150% or degrees, and focus. Stay focused. Though. Do not be distracted by the W's.
Yeah.
Weed, wine, women.
Yeah.
or the M word. Men. For the women. You know.
Speak for yourself.
Masculine men.
Well, my advice,
Mota men.
which I tell my little brother who's studying cinematography, to say, if you're gonna become an artist, don't do it for your happiness. Don't do it for money. Because once you put that focus,
personal success.
Yeah, the money.
Especially in the beginning.
When I graduated, Chick Corea, famous jazz keyboard player, gave me my degree in my hand, and it said, Pancho, the more you do what you love, the more money you're gonna make. So don't work for money. If you're an artist, don't do it for the money. Do it for your happiness, and then the money
will come.
Look at this guy. He's not thinking money when he's playing or writing. He's thinking, I'm happy.
What he does,
I love my life, and suddenly
I love the fact that I make people happy when I play. People are smiling.
And you can see it when you're on stage.
Because I'm a troubadour. I'm the grooves and messages, like we did. We did an album. I'm just playing my grooves and putting out the message, you know. And our message still exists today, you know. So and I enjoy the fact that I didn't know what I was doing back when I was young. I didn't know what I was doing.
It all came together, though.
Yeah, it was just natural instinct. I had to go into stores back in those days, Safeways, just to steal some bread and lunch meat to live while making music.
Right.
And to quote my dad, don't think.
Yeah, but we had, you know, and the worst part about it, which I wasn't thinking about that then, is that we never thought we was going to be anything in the industry because our music, we knew it was different, and people started wanting it. When we did see it, labels, they just all passed on us. But what was I talking about?
About the grooves and you know, you being young and not thinking about being famous.
Yeah, and we had no clue that after, you know, especially after people were telling us that you need to sound like, you know, because they wanted us to sound like someone that you can identify with, you know, for the music industry. And we said, who? What? We play everything, you know. So we stuck to our guns because we didn't know any better, and that was a good thing for us. Yeah, and we just kept held to our guns because, you know, we knew that we didn't know how to do what any record label wanted us to do, and that was way beyond our head anyway. We didn't know we would ever even get a
You just wanted to do your own sound.
And we met we didn't even know we were doing that.
Yeah.
That's what the problem was.
You were just doing it well.
We were just doing what we liked.
Yeah.
And what we loved, and then it became what we loved, and we were just sticking to the streets. We were too much of a street jam band, and we were mostly a jam band. Company, we were ahead of our times. Record labels didn't understand. I mean, if you think about Spill the Wine, our first song with Eric, he's the first British white rocker to rap on a record with Latin music.
Exactly.
So
I love
if
that
you think
song.
about that,
beyond, that's like beyond.
I mean,
you were beyond your time, no doubt
Beyond.
about it.
And then even when we did get with the record label, I mean, that was controversy because that was MGM, and we weren't signed to MGM. Eric was, so we moved on to United Artists, and our first album, we, you know, started talking about Fidel Castro, and we started, I mean, it got so deep until the record label said, you know something, you know, you guys gotta tone it down a little bit, you know, because we became, I mean, it was bad enough the name was controversy during the Vietnam War. So we toned it down a little bit, and we said, well, let's have fun. Let's bring out some heroes and stuff. That's when we did all-day music, let people know this is what we like to do, you know, for you. Music all day. It's simple, nothing more. And then we started adding stuff like, what was on the Slipping in the Darkness, which was actually a song that we wrote as a gospel song.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and about what our mothers said to us and about being careful out there in the streets, and that's basically what that was. And people changed it around and said tripping in the darkness. It was slipping. and then we just kept going from there. Every song that we put out was about the streets. The world is a ghetto. You know, about
The world around you is
yeah,
overseen.
yeah. Well, that was our manager at the time. We were in Japan. That was my first time in Japan. And that was years ago, of course. He wasn't even born then. And yeah, I had a big fro, wide bell bottoms, and all of us had big fros. And it just so happened that we had just teamed up with Eric, Eric Burton, and we went to Japan to do one of our first gigs outside the United States. And it just so happened that we were walking down this alley after eating sushi for the first time in my whole life and having sake. I couldn't handle it. So I'm walking down the street, and we're all walking down the street going down a hill. When you go down a hill, you swing your arms so you can keep balance. But as we were doing it, our manager was in front talking with one of the promoters, and he turned around and looked at us and said, "Oh, man, I'm glad. Thank God I know you guys. Because if I didn't know you walking in this alley, I'd either run for cover or run to where the streets are brighter or ask you guys, please don't kill me." Because he said, "You guys look like you just came off of a battlefield."
Oh,
And
so
then he went, ding,
Yeah.
war. And then we said, too radical. You know, that sounds too bloody. Let's see, you know, we can't come out of Compton, Harbor City. We see too much blood as it is. And then we started thinking about it as we started writing our music, and we realized that it had a connection. We realized that our music, and the name, the fact that we took the name war, people thinking that it was about blood, and we always told people that our war is for peace. We don't have to kill people or have a gun to shoot people or anything like that. It's not that kind of war. It's musically, whereas our choice of weapons is our instruments. I would like to thank them and for their grandparents and parents and them keeping us alive. I'd like to thank you, and we will continue.
I would like to, since I'm a little more rebellious than Lonnie, I would like to tell them to use their influences to reach out to people that can move something to bring back art to the schools. And stop doing these fancy galas for thousands of dollars and save that money and dump it into the schools that really need it. You know, because we can do galas for $2,000 plate and travel around the world in limousines and private jets. But if we would save that money to put it where it's really needed, then real change will happen. Less galas. Let's go out there now.
And do the real stuff.
Yeah, let's do one gala a year and 15 school donations or something.